What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another exciting edition of the Ranked and Relentless podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Austin.
And I just couldn't wait to just trigger finger on the ready to hit record on this one. We're talking about Infest from Papa Roach, 25-year anniversary of this record this year. And this is our big Christmas. This is our big Christmas episode. See, and that's the thing is I don't know if I believe you.
It's a great album.
So you keep saying that. You said that a bunch before I hit record, and I haven't believed any of them.
Worth the listen. You got to listen to this album.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. This was the big breakout hit for Papa Roach. This was their major label debut. Came out in April of 2000. Let me. What was the actual
with their
date?
One song they've ever done ever.
Okay, hold on.
All right,
We're starting to. The cracks in the pavement are starting to show already for sure.
No, it's good.
April 25th, 2000, this came out. It was recorded between September and December of 99. Recorded at NRG Studios in Hollywood, California. This was their big breakthrough album, their big major label debut. Before this, a few years ago, before this, they had put out a record in 97 called Old Friends from Young Years. I'm looking at it right now. I don't know anything from this album. It didn't really.
No one did.
No, like around this time they had an EP or a demo or something that came out that if I can find it, I will actually chat a little bit about, because I do think that it kind of plays into this record that we're going to talk about today. But yeah, this record was Last Resort was the big song on this record. This was how people learned who Papa Roach was. For you, before we start really digging deep, what was your introduction to Papa Roach?
Last Resort.
Was it just watching TV?
I honestly, I think it was radio.
Radio.
Yeah, as I can't. It's one of those situations like I can't really remember much like time before Last Resort. You know.
Yeah.
Like that was kind of a heavier. And the alternative, that was like one of the songs. God, it was played everywhere.
Oh, it was. Like, it was a huge fucking breakout hit for this band. Like
you'd even walk up Walmart and sometimes you'd hear it play.
Which is hilarious.
Especially in a hot top, yeah.
Which was hilarious because they would play the censored version, which cuts out like half of the chorus.
That's so true.
The song is insane, dude. Like this was that era as well, like coming out of the 90s and the 2000s, where a lot of bands, I think we've talked about this. Yeah, we talked about this recently on the show about like bands saying shit, but you're not really paying attention to what they're saying. Like the big example around this time would definitely be Third Eye Blind with Semi-Charmed Life, a song about doing meth and just all kinds of wild shit. The lyrics in that song are fucking insane. But
you didn't care at the time. It was so fun.
You just care about going doop doop doop. Doop, 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 doop.
Yep. Even
though it's like it's graphic, like the lyrics, especially in like the last verse, are graphic as fuck, but nobody's paying attention to it, dude. It's kind of the same story as Last Resort. Last Resort's like very and it's not even an upbeat song. No. Like he's very clearly talking about suicide. Says the word suicide multiple times, but people don't bat an eye. It's wild how like this song, dude. People will play. We would hear this on the school bus.
God, yes.
Hear it in the classrooms.
Somebody around you had the CD in a CD player or MP3 player. It was forever was with us.
Yeah, dude. This CD was big for me and my old pal Corey, who me and him loved this record. We would I think he had it first, and then I wound up picking up my own copy. This now I will say, like with a lot of bands of this time, that nu metal era, I think that their debut record, while I do think this was the right album to debut with. I do think that. And I do think Last Resort was the way to debut. Love, Hate, Tragedy, the record that came out of this was way more my speed.
Okay.
And that's kind of the case with a lot of these bands, like Linkin Park. Like obviously, Hybrid Theory is what it is. Like that is how they absolutely should have broke through the door with Hybrid Theory. But I'm listening to Meteora over Hybrid Theory every day of the week.
100%. I throw on, Hybrid Theory, but God, my love of Meteora is way higher.
And that's kind of where I am, and we're gonna we'll get into that as we talk about this record. Is like Love, Hate, Tragedy. That sound, which only existed for that album, because after Love, Hate, Tragedy was Getting Away with Murder, which they had left nu metal and rap metal and all that behind, and had firmly become an alternative hard rock band by the time that came out. But this one, it's a very interesting time capsule. I'm listening to this record, and there's a few songs that I'm like, this is 90s as fuck.
Yep.
This is 90s nu metal at its
finest. They really listened to Limp Bizkit a lot.
Well, I mean, that was who was king at this time.
It was that time. It was
who was king at this time.
That same 5-year era between 98 to 2003. That was I'm gonna say even Limp Bizkit, that was their fucking peak. But yeah, 2001 was Chocolate Starfish.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're talking about, and that wasn't even I would say, I think the argument can be made that that's their breakthrough album, but I mean, Break Stuff was out before then.
Right.
Faith was out before then. They were a name at that point. Papa Roach wasn't shit before Last Resort hit shows.
And Linkin Park was, another rap alternative, nu metal, There's more. That's just the three I know.
Well, and you're going to get those comparisons. You're doing the same. Of course. You're doing the same very niche thing at the same very specific point in time.
And it works. It was cool. It really was. Because it was also at the time that was our, middle school angsty. We hate our parents even though we don't know why. Growing up, and I'm depressed, but I'm I don't have a job. I don't have everything's paid for. But you were just, and then Last Resort, you're just I feel that. I want to cut my arm bleeding.
That line is so stupid. That line is so fucking stupid. But so another interesting thing that I'm saying, I'm learning about this record as I'm glancing at this Wikipedia here. So Last Resort comes out March 7th of 2000. Record comes out a month later, April 25th.
Okay.
They don't release another single until January 31st of next year.
Rob, they didn't need to. I'm telling you, this is that one band. This is you had Crossfade. They had, their two big ones that everybody loved. Papa Roach had one for a whole year, and they didn't make triple platinum because of all 12 songs. They did it because of one. They just tied it with this album. That's, dude, and it worked. I'm not dissing them for it. I'm not,
Well, and this was,
bravo.
I do think this was one of those, whenever I heard this album in its entirety for the first time, which is shortly after it came out. I'd say probably 02, 03 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, around time Love, Hate, Tragedy came out was whenever I got Infest. And then and then shortly after I got Love, Hate, Tragedy. So, that time period, this is early. I haven't been really paying attention to music for that long, but this was the early, the love of music for me is really becoming a thing. This was one of the first bands that once I heard everything that wasn't the single, I was wait, where was this? I want to hear this. This was one of the first bands that once I dug in and heard the rest of the catalog, I was get this single bullshit out of here. I want to hear the rest.
There's so many of those you realize, even my wife she always uses Spotify, just mixes and social, hit a band. I'm wow, that was a good song. I listen to the rest of the song. I'm why wasn't any of these played?
Right?
No offense, that other song was kind of terrible.
Right? Last Resort, while I think that it was the best way, of all these songs, what's the best way to get everybody's attention and make a name for yourself? Yeah, they picked the right one.
Right.
But we're going to get into it when we start talking about this list. I just thoroughly enjoy everything else on this album so much.
Okay.
Now.
Glad you do. It's a good album.
So, I kind of, there's a part of me that almost wants to wrap up every nice thing that I want to say about it just so we can get into your fucking feelings.
I'm not going to diss this album. I'm not gonna say any bashing. Not truly.
So like, and I'm gonna,
Except.
okay.
Go on.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
You know me. You've known me for a very long time.
Very.
I've never really been a Papa Roach fan. Never. Even when this single wasn't like it. It never made my top 15 on MySpace or top 10 on MySpace. But like, and it was never like, oh, it's the rapping, it sucks. Sorry, I just can't do his voice. And that's how I've always been. And I'm just like, okay, sometimes palettes change. So I was actually excited to listen to this album, and things really haven't changed. That's really it's like me and Disturbed. I love Disturbed. I really do. They got the music's phenomenal. But after my second song at listening to him, he got to go.
Nah,
it's got it. Like, I don't want him anymore. Same with Korn. I used to be the biggest Korn fan. I really was. After about one song, I'm like, all right, he got it. Like, I'm tired of his voice. I can't. And that's what Papa Roach is for me. Like, my biggest note is, man, every single intro promising this song's about to hit, and then his rapping comes on. I'm like, and it's not even the lyrics that kill me. The lyrics are like first grade.
It's just, it's how white boy he does it.
Yes. And it's just like, all right, we're not even into the chorus, and I'm already like, okay. But going through it, it didn't get a bad rating. It actually got it got better than one of my other favorite albums. So there is that.
So whenever they came out with Getting Away with Murder, they moved away from the rapping. Were
and
you
that's
more of a fan of that?
I fell off. I was already tired of it by the second, I'm going to say second album. And so I have not listened to anything after what was that, the album you're talking about?
Love, Hate, Tragedy.
Love, Hate, yeah. So I know nothing of what they've done. So and there's like 3 albums after that or something like that.
So, yeah, so you have this, you have Infest, you have Love, Hate, Tragedy, which had like the big one on that. They had Time After Time, and they had, or Time and Time Again. When I say Time After Time, that's Cyndi Lauper. But, yeah, Time and Time Again and She Loves Me Not. Those are the 2 big singles off of Love, Hate, Tragedy. Then after Love, Hate, Tragedy was Getting Away with Murder, which Getting Away with Murder, Scars, Take Me, Not Listening. There's some bangers. Getting Away with Murder is actually kind of a kick-ass record. Then I think after Getting Away with Murder was the Paramore Sessions. Yeah, and the Paramore Sessions has got some decent ones on there too. To Be Loved, Forever, Time Is Running Out. But then after the Paramore Sessions was when they become just another radio rock band. Metamorphosis, I think, was whenever that really started. They put out a song called Lifeline. That was kind of the beginning of they're just a cheesy radio rock band. I will say, in your defense of the cringiness of Kobe Dick, Mr. Dick, if you're nasty,
bruh, don't even. I got something about that song.
Dude, this is going to be an interesting list. So, there's a live video from I think it's the APMA's Alternative Press Music Awards, handful of years ago. And Papa Roach is playing, and they bring Machine Gun Kelly on stage with them. Now, surface level, this is fire. They actually do a rock metal collab version of MGK's song Till I Die. And it's cool.
Solid.
It's cool as fuck. I think they do Last Resort together after this. Now, MGK...
They've been chasing it.
MGK is somebody who I like, for the most part.
Yeah.
I like some of his catalog. General Admission is one of my favorite albums, I'd say, of all time, honestly.
Okay.
He's also... a cringy feller of the white boy nature.
Nah.
He is...
Not Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, man. He's the furthest... He's the coolest fucking thing on this stage while Jacoby's on it. Jacoby's that cringy, dude.
You know how there's always that face that, it looks like I could... you just have a face I want to punch. That's Jacoby.
And it sucks, dude, because, I think
he's such a douche. I'm saying it.
It's wild. Like the thing is, it's like it's got like it's a lot of how I feel about Machine Gun Kelly. Like I feel like if me and this person actually sat down in the room and actually just had like an actual conversation, like a human level conversation, I'd be like, that's good people. That's good fucking people right there. But like when you just see them, like just face value, you're just like, why are you the way that you are?
I remember he had like a little mohawk that curled.
Faux hawk.
I remember there. Oh my.
You mean the faux hawk that he still has?
He still does, yeah. He needs a
hawk,
wiffle ball bat to the face. Other than that, I've seen him in interviews. He's a nice person. Like, there's nothing really. Get out of here. Get out of here,
dude. Like, and they wrote like their last record, Ego Trip, like actually has some really good music on it. They wrote this ballad. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but there's this ballad on there that's actually very beautifully written. And then look, and like Jacoby's. Take the rapping out of it, just as a singer, like, he's not bad. I'd say as far as the rapping and the singing goes, I think he's a step above Fred Durst in both of those avenues, I would say. But being a step above Fred Durst doesn't mean that you're one of the best.
Well, no, but like, are we talking his rapping and stuff like that and singing in Infest, or are we going into Love?
In general.
Like, in general.
Because his singing, while it got better after this record, not fucking much. It's kind of why he reverted back, I guess, to, like, he was like, I'm never rapping anymore. And then, like, 2 albums later, he's like, I gotta fucking rap again. Like, and it was for the best.
Yeah.
But, you know, as much as I love this band, like, is this one of those, Jacoby's not the reason I love them. Jerry Horton's the reason I love them.
Yes.
I've never really thought too much about how much they've influenced me, especially Jerry's guitar playing on this record. Because, like, I pointed out whenever I was going through and doing the active listening, just how much these riffs, I could pick these riffs out of a lineup, every one of them. Mm-hmm. Even that fucking, this white Schecter C1 that I have. The very first time anyone ever saw a Schecter C1 Elite on their television screens was in the video for Last Resort. Jerry was, if I'm not mistaken, the first artist to play a Schecter C1 Elite. And they're my favorite guitars. They only existed from I think 2000 to 08 or something like that. I've got an 05. The one that I've got is just like the one Tom Denny plays in the Day to Remember video for Plot to Bomb the Panhandle, but big deal. But it's not the actual one. It just looks like it. But yeah, like, and Jerry's, like, whenever I've always considered myself a riff-oriented guitar player, and Jerry's written some of my favorite riffs, and some of those riffs are on this record. There's a few of them on this record that I have. One of those guitars that's in frame right now behind your head, I've played one of these songs on a fuckload of times. I learned how to play one of these songs on one of those guitars behind your head right now.
The blue or red one?
Neither.
Oh, the Telly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I did forget you played the shit out of that Telly.
I did.
It's not a Telly, it's an Agile, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Telly copy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've played the fuck out of my number 2 song on here. I learned how to... you just think you know what my fucking list is. My number 2 song on here, I learned how to play on that Telly back there.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and get into the list then. I think that was a good disclaimer of, like, you know, it is of its time.
It is.
This record is of its time.
Yes.
It's one that, like, I think like,
because of this album is why we got people like Ronnie Radke, but you know, it's a good album. I didn't say it. You know what? Hey.
No, it's like, you're right. But it's like,
Look,
who asked you to be right?
Yeah, but these are the people that, like, when I'm talking about, these people are, like, they don't admire the instruments like I guess me and you listen to. Yeah. There's other people out there. We're not the only ones here, of course. But, you know, there's people out there that really took his lyrics and the way he did shit to fucking heart, and you can really see it. It's like, you could definitely look at somebody and goes, I know you really love Five Finger Death Punch. You can see these Papa Roach fans. You know what I mean? And, like, those are those are worse than Pantera fans.
I don't know about that. Those fans are pretty awful.
Yeah, I'll take that back.
There's a lot more white supremacists amongst the Pantera fans than there are amongst the
Papa Roach guys are just
they're just burnouts.
fourth grade angsty guys
Yeah,
that
they're
never
just-
learned how to read past first grade. You
Yeah,
know,
they're
that's
just
pretty
fucking.
much-
They're just burnouts with anger issues. That's all.
You know, my mom loved me, but my dad was never there.
Yeah, I mean that's literally a line in the. Yeah,
Got you, bro.
that's good. Now, did you do that on accident?
No, kinda. I've had that song in the back of my head. It's like this is the perfect time to bring that
All
up.
right, well, let's get this shit from the back of your head to the front of your computer screens or whatever
okay.
you're watching on. That was starting off so smooth.
I mean, I thought you were about to like pull out a
started
lyric
off smooth.
or a name. You know.
Nope. I'm just gonna share this screen now and quit fucking around.
Okay.
'Cause,
All right.
goodness. So
how many? All right. So as much as this album ain't really for me,
okay.
it's okay. I have only one dishonorable mention.
What did you dishonorably mention?
Broken Home.
Okay.
Nah. Yet again, music great. Every one of these songs, I have nothing to complain. Like you said, this dude is so riff heavy, but it's every one of them's catchy, and you're caught into it. It's great. Jacoby's destroyed this song for me. The way he comes in, broken home. I don't know if autotune was really big, but it should have been, or pitch correctness, because that man is never in key out of that whole song. And if it's on purpose, hey, I'm out of the loop. It's fine. But if it isn't on purpose, it fucking makes sense. Because, yeah. Other than that, that's all I got to say.
I don't think it's on purpose, personally. Broken Home's not my worst. I said it's got an iconic intro.
Yeah, because I like the delay guitar.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah, that delay on that little like tape delay on that. My favorite thing, and I know you've seen me do this, who knows how many times, I would play this acoustically, and then I would just strum through it and just like kind of just strum softer and softer on the delayed parts. Yeah. It's fun as hell to play. I love the bridge for this song. I think it actually picks things up pretty good.
It does. Like, that's what I'm saying. Musically, it's heavy, it's good, but just, it's when he comes in. This is the
I know
vocally,
my mother
this is my
loves me, but
Yeah.
does my father even care?
Right.
Yeah. No, it's the bit.
It's still,
It's the most
got
crybaby emo
yeah.
one of the whole thing.
it got a 2.5. That's the lowest I went.
Okay.
If it's playing, I'm not gonna, if we're listening to it, I'm not gonna tell you to skip it. Do I enjoy the song? Yeah, but that was the worst.
I gave it a 3.5, but
What was your rank on this one?
this record,
Yeah.
3.8.
Oh, I got a 3.4. So, not bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad. My dishonorable mention was Revenge. I gave it a 3.0.
Okay.
I just said it's new metal as fuck, and it's just album filler.
Yeah. The only thing I liked on that one was that little post-chorus breakdown thing for that like minute, and then that was it. Other than that,
Yeah.
they got a low score.
Yeah, I mean it just exists. It's like I said, I just feel like it's filler.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe you don't need it on here, but you know,
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one got a 3.
it's fine. Let's get into this list. Who's up first?
Let's go. It is me.
What do you got?
Man, throw up Last Resort.
That actually made your list.
It made my list.
That doesn't,
For one reason
that doesn't
and
bode
one
well for the
reason
rest of the album.
For one reason and one reason only.
Okay.
It's the only song that is actually produced good, instead of every other song just sounding like between an EP and actually getting like mastered.
Okay. And that probably happened.
Like,
Let's face facts. We've learned that a lot. We've covered a lot of albums from like 2000 to 2004, and that's kind of become a theme with me and you. We're like, we'll start digging through and like, all right, which one of these were recorded before the big money record label got in there?
Right. Because that is one thing, it's like the only one that sounded different to me was Infest, but other than that, like everything was pretty much the same. But it's Last Resort, man. The lyrics, I'm gonna sit here and dog shit on them. They suck. The lyrics do suck, but his rapping's decent. The fucking guitar riffs, you can't beat a guitar riff like that. Now, does he do that the whole song? Yes, but you're not mad about it. You're in pocket with him. It's good. That's one thing. It's like you get a lot of guitarists, they'll do one riff and they'll just overplay the shit out of it. Well, they know how to do it, you know.
Well, another thing that helps,
Jim, whatever. Jerry, he knows how to keep them, you know. And the drummer just compliments him so good. Like, that's a thing. I didn't realize, listen to this album, you know, of course I always look at the drummer, but like, I didn't realize this man was in there. He wasn't just some basic, you know, from Last Resort. There's not really much going on. But
I love their original drummer. He was really good.
Mm-hmm.
He winds up, I think they replace him with Tony Palermo during... maybe it was Paramore Sessions, I want to say.
Okay.
But yeah, he only does this guy. I can't remember his name, but yeah, he's only in the band for a few records. This dude, this drummer, I want to say, was married to one of Steven Tyler from Aerosmith's daughters. Not his famous daughter, Liv Tyler, notably from Empire Records fame. But he has another daughter. I think the drummer original drummer from this record of Papa Roach was married to her, which is, you know, it's just a fun little tidbit that you didn't ask about.
Interesting.
You didn't ask
no,
about.
but hey, cool to know.
But that's so, you know, he slings dick. He slings stick and he slings dick. So that's good. You want that. You want that in the drummer for sure. But yeah, I mean, he's you know. I think instrumentally, everybody in this band, I think we're going to draw a lot more comparisons to Limp Bizkit than I thought. Whereas, like, we talked about, like, look, while he's technically the star of the show, Wes Borland, John Otto, DJ Lethal, that's who's really playing the game. This band, Jerry Horton on guitar, Tobin on bass, like, that's who's really holding this shit together for me.
And it's one of those, like, there are a lot of bands, like you're good, but I hear somebody else doing it better. Nobody else could do this shit. Like, nobody could replace Jacoby in this and be even better. Like, this is just, you know, it's how it is.
No, yeah. Everybody in this band is exactly where they need to be. My number 5 is Never Enough.
Never enough.
Never enough. So the thing that I love about Never Enough, I brought up Love, Hate, Tragedy. There's their record that comes out after this one earlier. Never Enough is kind of the blueprint of what Love, Hate, Tragedy is going to sound like. Like, that record, like I talked about, it has a slightly different sound on it. It's Never Enough. It's that. Like, that's very much kind of a demo of what you'll get on the upcoming record. And I really just personally vibe with that sound more. I gave this a 4.0. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize how much I enjoyed this one. Yeah, you know, active listening does wonders. Like, you can passively listen to a song for decades and not really think about certain things. Then I'm listening to this today, and for the first time it hit me, like, this sounds like it would have been on Love, Hate, Tragedy. That's why I love this. Like, and I never thought about how much I really love Never Enough. Like, because I was like, yeah, I know what my top 3 are going to be on this. I had no idea what 4 and 5 are going to be.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Agree. Because you can go ahead and put mine up for number 4.
Yep, Never Enough. Never enough.
So, fun tidbit for me. I had to go through about 3 listens. That's all I could take. But Never Enough, my first, because I kept my first notes. I was excited for him to not rap. Halfway through the song, I missed the rapping. But then after that second to third, I started actually, like, because I'm just, you know, at Never Enough, you're already pretty much almost at the end, and I'm just like, ugh, like, I'm trying to get through it, and I was like, oh, wait, no, this song's actually fucking great.
Yeah.
You know, lyric-wise, and just him. Like, it actually, yeah. So, like, agree with Hole. He's definitely, I would say he's a couple steps, you know, during this time for sure, you know, over Fred Durst, and definitely in the singing, because Fred Durst couldn't sing for shit until after, 5 years? Then he figured it out by Blue Eyes.
Blue Eyes, yeah.
And even that wasn't really good. It was the guitarist.
No, it's just like that we were like, oh fuck, he's doing
right.
something. and it
And
just
so
kinda
much,
caught
and
us
then,
off guard.
but then you actually listen to it now in really good headphones. I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of shit in your vocals.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
not.
Oh, they're working
know.
on him. They're fucking working on him for sure. But yeah, man, for me, and I think I'm just so I have so much love for like the early, I guess, kind of raw versions of these bands. Like, I mean, we talked about that with Nickelback. Like, I really enjoy The State, and we were pointing out listening to that record, like, God, like this is like not produced well. Like, there's a lot of shit that kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. Like, some of the guitar tones are not good. Like, there's a lot of that. And like this record, it's kind of like Papa Roach becomes this more polished, especially whenever you know what they become after Paramore says they become this super polished radio band. And you listen to this record and you're like, that's the band. That's really who did it.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, like, and you have songs like Never Enough that kind of show what Love, Hate, Tragedy was, where the rapping, even though it didn't completely take a backseat until the album after that with Getting Away with Murder, that's when he stopped rapping in general. Love, Hate, Tragedy rapping was no longer at the forefront. It's more like if it happens during a bridge or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, kind of with like
Like
the big single off that record that I absolutely adore, She Loves Me Not. Like, it doesn't rap until the bridge.
Like, for me, it's really just his tone. That's really the only true negative I could. But like, it just pushed me.
It pisses
like
me
I
off.
couldn't get past it. But like, dude, love the music. I really do. It's because I'm like, yeah, I'm bopping every single song. Like, God, this fucking intro. Here's the verse. Shit, there he is. But fuck, it's still good. That was every single song. So like, really, my top 5 is just the top 5 that I really, really enjoyed. Not necessarily like in a specific order, except for my first 2 for sure. 3, 4, 5. Hey man, they're great.
Well, I'm really curious to see what you think about my number 4.
Infest. Yeah.
My name's Kobe Dick, Mr. Dick. If you nasty. Dude, I fucking love that line.
That was
so fucking much.
The only reason that one little part. It's number 6. It's there. It's number 6. But that make Mr. Dick nasty. I was like, come on,
Mr. Dick, if you nasty. Dude, that's hilarious. I love that. My name's Kobe Dick, Mr. Dick, if you nasty. That's fucking fire. That's why it's number 4 for me. What are we talking about right now? Like, it wouldn't have ranked that high if it wasn't for that part. That shit's amazing. I think the verses are hit and miss. I really enjoy verse 1, but I think verse 2 is kind of dog shit.
Yeah.
I think the chorus, oddly enough, saves the song, even though there's things about the chorus that I don't care for. Like how he opens it, we're going to Infest. Like just how he says Infest.
But here's the thing, even
me.
that part, it's not really great, but he's in key.
Kind
He
of.
did that part very well. Like the chorus was great. Second verse, 100%. It was just like, we're going to do it. Like, all right, bro. Like, and not every syllable needs to be that exaggerated. Like, I get it, and that's what kills it. That's the only thing. But no, like, I got nothing really to say except honestly, Infest is the only one. That's like, was this on like an old EP that y'all just didn't redo? Y'all just that's kind of what it sounds like to me. Like they just, it's like weird. That's the one that's not mixed like everything else. To me,
yeah, it's definitely weird. I felt like I kind of had. So I love this as an intro for the record. I love how it builds in the opening the way that it does. Kind of the same way that you felt about Follow You Home from Nickelback on All the Right Reasons. That last bridge in this song is not needed. Like, it doesn't need to be there. I feel like it was a little too long.
One other thing I'm remembering the song, that little megaphone intro. If you're going to do that, can we actually at least enunciate and understand what the fuck you're trying to say?
That was so big at this time, and I don't remember what any of these motherfuckers in the megaphone were ever saying.
True. But yeah, other than that, hey, I do agree. It's a great song. It didn't make my top. I'm going to have at least 3 on this top 5. You're like, fucking why?
We're going too fast. What was your number 3, pal?
Blood Brother.
Blood Brothers.
Yeah.
You know what? Since we're doing that.
Is it?
Mine
nice.
Mine
dude.
Blood Brothers.
This one might be my favorite intro. Just
And
just that rim. I'm gonna say the rim job. Oh my god!
to think you almost didn't hear this song.
Right.
So this is the confusing thing. I want to bitch about this for a second before we get back into the list. If you go and find this album on YouTube Music, you can find the original track list, but at number 6 instead of Blood Brothers is Legacy, which Legacy was a B-side bonus track from way back in the day. And you can find this on Spotify, which is what I found it on, and Legacy is just there listed as a bonus track. But yeah, Blood Brothers and the one that you went looking for was just not there. So I had to point you in the right direction. Say no, we're doing what was the original track list on the CD this was the original track list, and Blood Brothers was on there.
Solid.
Aren't you glad?
I am, because I did like this song. Because this was one of the ones really to me, not one of the ones, my top 3, I'm going to go ahead and just preface this little statement. The music and his vocals actually, to me, were mixed well. It was, the way he was doing the rapping actually matched very well what the music, what the instruments were doing. And that was one of the first ones I was like, oh shit, this is actually pretty good. And then after that second listen, I kind of started to understand a little more what they were musically, which definitely helped, but it was solid. That intro, fucking magnificent.
Oh, it's a killer intro.
Yeah.
It's so...
The rest of the song is great. It's solid. I got nothing really bad I can say about any part of the song.
What did you give this? I'm curious.
3.7.
3.7. Okay, I give it a 4.4.
Nice.
So for me, Blood Brothers was such a huge deal because it was really the first not Last Resort song I heard. And the first time I heard it was playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. And you hear that.
It is.
Yeah.
It is on that game.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That's why I'm surprised at how you were how you didn't catch on to any of that sooner.
No, it did. All right.
But when you hear that little fucking when you hear that kick in playing Tony Hawk, dude, it's over. It's fucking over, man. We're getting the high score today.
And I hated that kill part.
Oh, the kill part at the end. Kill.
Yeah, I was
that part I'll give it to you.
God, fuck. And then I was like, okay, I get why. Because this is also one of the only few Papa Roach songs I was like, oh, I'm actually enjoying the lyrics and what's behind it. It's not just, I just want to kill people, or I want to it's actually the perspective. I was like, oh wow, this is actually well written. Well, good job. Why wasn't this one the single?
Yeah, it's crazy this wasn't a single.
Yeah.
It's weird that this wasn't a single. And and it got so the two big I'm sure it's been in mainstream media more times, but the two big mainstream media appearances for me, obviously the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, and 2 there's a Jet Li movie called The One. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
No.
So let me tell you real quick about this Jet Li movie called The One. So there's this one Jet Li, evil Jet Li, and he finds out that there's a bunch of multiverses, and every universe has a different Jet Li. And he finds his name's not Jet Li in the movie, but it's easier if I just explain it this way. So then Jet Li, I don't know how he finds all this out. I'm sure it's explained somewhere in the movie, but I don't remember. He finds out that if he goes to dimension hops into all these different dimensions and kills all the other Jet Lis, he will become a stronger Jet Li.
The ultimate Jet Li.
Yes. So if he kills every Jet Li, he becomes the ultimate Jet Li. And he basically, you get superpowers with all the other Jet Lis dead. So what he doesn't realize is that as he's killing these Jet Lis, the other surviving Jet Lis are also getting stronger. They don't know this until it gets down to the last 2, him and good Jet Li. And so good Jet Li gets debriefed on, hey, bad Jet Li's killed 1,000 Jet Li's. Now he's there for you. We can't let that happen. And he's like, well, how am I supposed to fight him? He's got superpowers. He's like, oh yeah, you kind of do too. We should have told you that part. And he's like, oh no shit. So then they have this big fight at the end of the movie to the tune of Blood Brothers, and it's fucking awesome.
Damn.
Good.
I need to watch this movie,
dude. It's actually fire. The choreography in this movie is fucking amazing. But yeah, good Jet Li and evil Jet Li fighting at the end to the sounds of Blood Brothers is amazing.
Blood Brothers. Fuck yeah. Okay.
It's fucking killer. But yeah, I love the pre-chorus so fucking much.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically the for the public's craving part, just the way that he just pushes that for the public's craving, existence in the dark. Dude,
right.
That's
and like
perfect.
that's the thing, even just like with never mind. Yeah, I've already said it.
Don't give nothing else away.
Well, no, I just already said it. It's like I don't want to repeat myself like the third time.
Oh no, but yeah, I mean this song is just fucking
solid.
It's a great song. It's a really, really good one. It blows my mind. This if there's anything that could have had anything remotely near the impact of Last Resort, it was Blood Brothers, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what's your number 2?
Man, the better Last Resort. Between Angels and Insects. Like, I forgot about this song, and I was listening to him like, damn, this song was fucking good. Like, yet again, his vocals fit so fucking well. Like, the way he does it. Like, I would say the same for Last Resort. His vocals, the way he does everything, it works for Last Resort. But, dude, that chorus, no money, no possession.
Only obsession.
Only obsession. Yeah.
I don't need that
Despite the lyrics. Solid. Great.
Yeah, the lyrics of this one are wild. I said that the verses get kind of rambly for me. Like he's just making noise with his face.
What the button?
I just want to be heard. Let it clear all the words. It's
yes.
It's not.
But
awesome.
That's also going back to how we've also, because I thought about this through the past podcasts we've done like around this era. That's that time, and it worked. It got me.
I love the guitar. I just Jerry's riffs are so good.
Right.
I did say, and it's funny that you call this the better Last Resort. I actually did write. If it were me, I would have immediately followed Last Resort with this one as the single, because Broken Home was the next single, even though it wasn't until damn near a year later. Broken Home was the next single. I would have made Between Angels and Insects the next single, and I would have put that bitch out I would have put it out a month after Last Resort, let it coincide with the album release. That's what I would have done. But yeah, I do kind of agree with you on that, like the better Last Resort kind of.
Yeah, I have Between Last Resort Part 2.
Yeah, sure. That's fair.
It follows. It just follows that. There's two that kind of do that. Like this, I just listened to this song.
Yeah.
What's your number 2?
Binge.
It's the same as Never Enough. It's Never Enough Part 2.
Okay.
And it's right after.
Kinda. It also, like Never Enough, it sounds a little more like Love, Hate, Tragedy.
Yes. Great songs. I did like Binge. Binge got a 3.5. But my problem with Binge, it's like right after, it's literally after Never Enough, which is like the exact same, I'm not gonna say like algorithm, but like
sure.
So it's like I heard Never Enough, I'm like, okay, then Binge, I'm like, what? I just heard this one, so it kind of just
Revenge and Snakes kind of does that for me, so I get what you're saying.
I literally had that for Revenge and Snakes. It said Snakes song was okay, it's just another Revenge, because they're the exact, like, now if they would have mixed it up, I think it would have helped me listening to the whole album, but yeah.
But I mean, this was independently though.
Yes,
Binge is one of my favorite Papa Roach songs ever. Learned how to play it on that telly behind you. I played the fuck out of it on that telly behind you. Through so many different whoever house we were squatting at that week. Like I fucking was playing that song.
So true.
Was playing that song and Broken Home. I played on that guitar an awful lot. But yeah, this one is it's my favorite Papa Roach riff to play ever. It's very simple but just extremely fun. I feel like it was very much really in a lot of ways it was a blueprint for the kind of music I would start writing. It really, really was, especially in those early days when me and you first started playing. Like, a lot of stuff off of this record very much inspired how I play. I said that in their entire catalog, this is the most mature song that they have. Where like there's none of the goofy rapping. The lyrics are, I mean, it's just talking about just kind of being
more serious.
Yeah, just kind of talking about kind of just being over the fact that he's a no good alcoholic and can't live like this anymore.
You know what she says. Behave, little boy.
Better put that down.
Yeah.
I love how he sings that part too. Actually,
yeah.
I do love how he sings that chorus. And Tobin's bass playing on this song, I really, really enjoy, especially in that chorus. He be doing some shit in that fucking chorus. Tobin be getting at it. But yeah, dude, Ben's just makes me happy. I love this song so much. What's your number one?
What do you think it is?
To make my life easier, I hope it's my number one, but I don't know if it is.
What is your number one?
I'm going to guess that yours is Dead Cell.
Mm-hmm. God damn!
Dead Cell?
Yeah, it's Dead Cell. It's my favorite musically of all time. Like that one. Yeah. And another one. Look, my note going through the album, the first one that absolutely did not annoy me. Like, I like this one through and through, everything about it. There was the way Jacoby does this thing, but man, I want to punch kids when I'm listening to this song. Like, it just gets me in that, like, I'm ready to fucking work. I'm ready to do shit, and I love it, yeah.
Yeah,
I listened to it a couple times while I was working on some generators today. It's the only one I listened to, but hey.
This one is my number 6. Like, it was close. I love Dead Cell. I love that first verse so fucking much. And I said that as far as the singles go, because this was the last single, I feel like this song represents what this album is better than the other singles do. I think it really does.
Agree, yeah.
But yeah, I love Dead Cell. You're not getting any
I'll give him that. I'll give him this, man. Fucker, I like his screams. They're cool. They're not your cliche, but they're kind of cliche, but like just the way he does it, like it's kind of like, yeah, what's Broken Home? That's one of my ones. Like that's my song I mentioned. Dude, that ending with his screams were pretty fucking solid.
Yeah.
Like they were cool. Yeah, same with Dead Cell. Now the way he does that, yeah, okay, that gets a little egregious. Yeah. Yeah.
I love that guitar.
Right.
Dude, God damn it, Jerry's so good.
Yeah.
My number one is Tightrope.
Tightrope.
The hidden track.
That's okay.
So
You can't count that.
So that's why I was so.
You can't split it up.
That's why I was so fucking hellbent on making sure that we did it this way.
But I couldn't find just Tightrope by itself.
Now you can on the 20th anniversary.
Oh.
The re-recorded one, yeah.
Yeah.
So Tightrope is such an important song. First of all, I want to be clear. This is how much I love this. It's the first time I've done this for any song on any album that we've done in a while, in a handful. I don't know when the last time I did this was. This gets a 5. This is a flat 5.0 for me. My all-time favorite Papa Roach song. And I believe it's one of the most important Papa Roach songs.
Mm-hmm.
This was, I mean, as a fan, my first ever, this was my introduction to the concept of hidden tracks. This is the first time for me. I love how they do it. It doesn't just go silent for a while and then go into it. Like there's a interlude in between the two of them. And this song has just, throughout the years, has changed so much. Like there's a demo of the original version of Tightrope. It doesn't sound anything like this.
So, can I make a change?
Did you not think you could put Tightrope and Throwaway separately?
No. I thought they were together.
No.
I was like, this is 9 minutes of bullshit because the second
clear.
song is the best thing.
It's very clear that. Okay, I mean, if there's a change that needs to be made, what would it be?
All right. I want to get rid of Last Resort. Fuck that song. Just get rid of it. It's just a filler. I needed something for 5. And put Tightrope at number 4 for me.
Never enough.
Because yes, that song was
5?
fucking great. Huh?
Never enough at 5?
Yeah, Never Enough stays. I like Never Enough. No, Tightrope. Yeah, that was sick.
Isn't it?
I gave that song a fucking 3.1 because it's like, fuck Thrown Away. Why would you do this to me?
Thrown Away.
It's okay. It's just Thrown Away is Last Resort Part 3.
I literally just said it's just a vehicle for this song, just to get to this one.
Yeah.
Tightrope, dude.
Shit, all right.
If you hear the original version of Tightrope, it's a punk song. Like, it is a punk song. The original version does not sound anything like this reggae one that we got.
It's so, dude. The guitars is so good.
Oh, the guitar.
He's just got the best tones, man. That's the thing. Like he's they did really good with him.
Watch.
He knows his tone. It's
go
great.
find the live recording. They did the 2020 live recording. They did a live playthrough of this whole record in 2020, and they do this song, and it's fucking brilliant. It sounds so good. Yeah, it's unlike anything they've ever done, and then the original version of Tightrope is really unlike anything else. Like, if you're familiar with the radio version of Papa Roach, the original Tightrope don't sound nothing like anything else they've done either, but for completely different reasons. It's one of the only songs that they like brought with them. Some bands, whenever they we saw this with Crossfade. I mean, with Sugar Daddy Superstar or whatever the fuck it was. 8 of those songs were already recorded as that band. They just re-recorded those 8 songs and then wrote 2 new ones.
Right.
This was the only thing. Papa Roach had plenty of older music that they could have. They could have took that whole first record and re-recorded a lot of that if they wanted to. They didn't. This was the only thing that really made it. I think Dead Cell was an older song as well, but not like super old. I think. Don't quote me on that. But Tightrope is like the only Papa Roach song to really go through like generations like this. And that's just cool as shit to me. And then it's completely different from everything else they've done. That chorus is amazing. There's the way he sings. There is a thin line between what is good and what is evil. And I will tiptoe down that line, but I will feel unstable. It's so good.
Another song that just felt mature. Like, it felt like he actually sat down in a room and actually thought about not just the lyrics, but like what the premise of the song is. And really,
my life is a circus, and I'm tripping down that tightrope. That's so good.
It's fire. Yeah.
It's. I think for my money,
he's angsty, bro.
For my money, the best written Papa Roach song probably ever.
I'll need to actually like go through the lyrics again, but I'll agree.
It's written so fucking well.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you hear the demo version, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Because it's even like it's rough. Like, it's rough. You know. Like, they recorded they were like, "Hey man, we heard you got a couple of mics, you can record some stuff." And he's like, "Yeah, but it's gonna cost you a few $100." Like, "We got $25 and a box of pizza." And he's like, "Fine." Like, that's what it sounds like. But it's still fire though. I still love it. You know me. I love a little bit of grit to it. Okay, so now we've got to put this list together. What so de facto number 1 is going to be Blood Brothers.
Really?
Or no, Tightrope.
Yeah.
Well, Tightrope got 1 and 4 now.
Right.
Blood Brothers got 3 and 3.
4.
So yeah, Tightrope will get 1.
Blood Brothers 2.
Blood Brothers 2.
Never Enough 3.
Yeah, because there was also.
Or you want to keep that as 4, and then
no, it'll go 3.
Okay. So I could tell you what I want, and I think would be a solid list. Cool with Binge and then Dead Cell. Because between, we can, it's okay.
What happened to Binge? Oh, it's down here.
Yeah, completely off. Yeah.
Why did I do that? Binge and then Dead Cell, you say? Yeah. I agree with that.
You thought we were going to argue on this one. It's a good album.
No, yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah. So Dead Cell at number 5, Binge at number 4, Never Enough at number 3, Blood Brothers number 2, Tightrope number 1. I think that's kind of perfect. Never Enough at 3 is one like I said, dude, I didn't even know coming into this it was going to make it.
Now, unfortunately, Tightrope you got to listen to about 5 minutes of bullshit and then some nice little like ambience, drummers doing his cool shit, and then the song really kicks in. Other than that, Tightrope, fucking great.
I highly recommend it, people.
Or the 25th anniversary.
Yeah,
If that one actually is separate,
yeah.
go for that.
I highly recommend going to that. It's re-recorded, but it sounds so close.
Better?
Like, honestly, like the production's really, really good. It's like I think they're playing in the same key and everything, which Papa Roach is one of those bands. Like, they were the band that, like, I got the whole, like, hey, like, if you can't sing it live, just drop it down a half a step. Like, they were the band I got that from. I was noticing it in their music live more than I was anyone else. That's where I started dropping my tuning whenever I couldn't hit shit. But I think they're doing everything in the original key. It sounds like it, at least.
I'm gonna listen to the 25th. I'm curious now since I've gone through
good.
this whole album, you know, because I do like it whenever they come back and actually make an old album, but
It's good.
better.
But yeah.
Not better, but just more updated.
And then now, like, they're giving Tightrope the respect it deserves, and they're treating it like a standalone song.
Still reggae?
Yeah, they do that.
Okay.
They do this version of it.
Gotcha.
I love that they hit a bruh in that second verse and shit popped me. All right, let's pull for I believe last episode of the year, because this comes out on the 22nd. So yeah, last episode of the year. Can't hold anything back now. Better be good. Chevelle, this type of thinking.
This type of thinking.
You know what?
Fuck it.
If we should end the year on if any band should get a third album to
Chevelle.
end our first year, it should be Chevelle.
So, I 100% agree. But our first episode of the year, Incubus? Or are we still saving an Incubus album?
I've got Make Yourself in the in the bowl.
I got to put that. All right, yeah, scratch that. It'll happen.
No, I got Make Yourself in the bowl. But yeah, Chevelle, this type of thinking.
Fuck yeah.
This type of thinking.
It's going to be a hard one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or unless every song that I'm thinking I absolutely love is exactly 5, then hey, we're good.
And our Chevelle videos are the ones that get the most engagement. So I'm looking forward to that.
Everybody loves Chevelle.
People fucking Chevelle, dude. Our fans, at least. If you're a fan of this show, you're a Chevelle fan.
You're a Chevelle fan.
I've learned that, which I appreciate about
Respect. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
But that's fire.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, we appreciate it, man.
If you do watch, cool.
Yeah, Papa Roach Infest.
Thanks for hanging out.
Hope you guys like this this episode. I think I'm more happy with this list than I have been with any list that we've done in a while. Tightrope, Blood Brothers, Never Enough, Binge Dead, so that's fire.
Yeah.
And then next week, This Type of Thinking Could Do Us In from Chevelle. Our first ever 3-album review from a band.
Yep.
And it should be Chevelle, yeah.
It should be.
I'm very happy about that. So, yeah. We will see you next week with that. Dubby.gg. Use code R&R for 10% off.
10.
10. It's pretty good. Should do that. And,
Get on it.
Yeah. Fucking go do it. Get you some. Get you. But till next week, I'm Rob.
I'm Austin.
And thanks for hanging out.
Yes.